Hi, I'm Matt Kapp, the lead artist on Binding of Isaac Rebirth and the creator of Castle in Darkness, and I listen to the One Up podcast.
Hi, I'm Lucy James, and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Up next on the One Up Gaming podcast is 10 minutes of nothing. Will it be the team talking about nothing or a guest interview? Stick around and find out now. It's 10 minutes of nothing, yeah, 10 minutes of nothing.
And we're back, still Dave, still One Up Gaming, and it's going to be episode 415 of the One Up Gaming podcast. This is going to be the 10 minutes of nothing. So, games-inspired music album out now, buy. 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. Audiobooksontape.com is where you can buy our first 100 podcasts, and £1 of each will go to the Diabetes UK charity. Buy some of our merchandise and t-shirt designs from ougtech.square.site. And yeah, so 10 minutes of nothing, if you don't know, it's just a segment of the show where we talk about a random game, news, features, movies, TV shows, and we set a 10-minute timer, so if we talk too long then it cuts off so we don't overstay our welcome. Basically, that's what I like to think. So this week we're going to talk about the Borderlands movie, which I finally saw. So I guess I'll just start the timer now. So Borderlands. I've heard so many bad things about this movie. If I just go into Borderlands movies, there's a lot of them that are a 1 star, 2 stars, and a couple of 3 stars, but the majority of them are just really, really bad. You know, like a lot of people, I think as soon as the original teaser trailer was announced, all those years ago, I think it just, you know, a lot of the people were just so negative about this movie. Now, don't get me wrong, Cate Blanchett, who plays Lilith, I was just really weirded, is that a word? I was freaked out with her as the main character, because when I've googled her and IMDb'd her, she seems to do a lot of drama and mystery and proper real acting sort of movies, you know, ones that you'd expect to go for Oscars and things. So I was very surprised to see her in a light-hearted action romp, sci-fi comedy sort of like action role. It just seemed weird, and she just didn't seem to know how to play the character. She just didn't seem to, like, was she meant to be way too serious but also be a bit smiley? That just didn't seem right. So I think she wasn't cast very well. The person who, I'm gonna get names wrong so I do apologise, the person who played Tiny Tina, I think she played really well. She was like a stupid, over the top, like 5-year-old kid, just, even though she was like 20-year-old or whatever the hell she is, and she just played the role really well. Jamie Lee Curtis, I was shocked to see her in the movie, and I don't know if she brought much to it or not. Kevin Hart, always good, always stupid, always funny. I think he played quite well. I do think the main star of the show was Jack Black. I think he was amazing. I think some of his one-liners were really funny. His claptrap, you know, the little robot-y thing. It's like when he got picked up and chucked around, it's like, hey, careful with the merch. As if like, yeah, we want to sell this as like merchandise. Looking through some of the other cast members, I couldn't tell you anyone else in the movie. No, there was someone who played Bad Moxie who looks just a really old woman on the picture. Bobby Lee, who played Larry, he was quite funny. He's like friends with the Roland's character, Kevin Hart's character, and he's trying to subtly pretend to be friends to apprehend him and arrest him and stuff, and it's quite funny. But yeah, overall, I was actually really, really shocked how fun the movie was. I felt as though graphically or SFX wise, it looked coherent. The world looked lived in, looked real, looked really nice. The characters looked really good. The costumes looked really good. Lilith, like I said, I don't think she was cast very well, and the hair just looked really, really too fake. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, I think it's still available now. I mean, like I say, it's had 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, 4.4 on IMDb, and 5 out of 10 on AV Forums. The director, Eli Roth, who normally does like proper gory horror movies, so I think this was going to be like a R-rated movie, then it's being cut in the edit to make it to a PG-13. But I was highly impressed. I thought it looked really nice. The flow was not too bad. Some of the action sequences were quite fun. Yeah, I just felt it all went quite nicely. I really do. I liked the characters. When they were going on about how, they're trying to do another Guardians of the Galaxy, I just didn't get that sort of like thing from it. I just felt as though it was just like your normal action comedy. And if you're doing an action comedy and everyone just goes on about, you're just doing a Guardians, like, no, there was action comedies before Guardians of the Galaxy. But yeah, I felt the story was okay. It kept you going, it kept you moving along. I've not played any of the Borderlands games apart from the first one, and I can't really remember it because it's like a long time ago now. And yeah, so I can't remember, any of the characters or any of the things. And I remember Tiny Tina, because I remember a couple of years ago there was that Tiny Tina's, wherever it was, where she was like commentating over the top of the game. But I've not really played that either. I think I played the demo of it. But yeah, I was impressed. I think because I was going in thinking it was going to be the worst movie of all time, as what everyone was saying about it, I honestly thought it wasn't too bad. I would say it was like a 6 out of 10, maybe a 7 at a push. But yeah, I just think it was a nice sort of like turn your brain off movie just to watch. I think ever since the teaser trailer came out, all of the major sites have been proper shitting on this movie. And just crazy, how these things happen. But yeah, I think we'll end it there. We've still got like 3 minutes left, but I can't be bothered. Just end that. But yeah, let us know in the comments, what did you think of Borderlands the movie? Do you think any of the actors were good, bad? Do you think the movie was crap? Let us know. Leave comments, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. So I'll have a quick break and we're back with the goodbyes. So back after a couple of seconds.